Sexual Assault and Violence by Kara Sullivan. What is sexual assault? Sexual assault is defined as what happens when someone touches another person in a sexual manner without their consent, or when someone makes another person take part in a sexual activity with them without the other individual's consent. Included in sexual assault is marital rape, sexual contact with minors, whether it is consensual or not, sexual harassment, unwanted sexual touching, incest, possession of child pornography, forcible sodomy or object penetration, solicitation of minors through the internet, and any unwanted or coerced sexual contact. Rape is one of the most common forms of sexual assault. Researchers, when they were studying wildlife, have noted how sexual behavior is used by animals in situations for non-sexual use. They use these non-sexual behaviors in situations to signal events that show a fight has ended. When the loser indicates his surrender, he presents himself, and the winner signals his victory by mounting the loser. These behaviors in wildlife help symbolize an animal's rank in the hierarchy based on dominance. When considering this type of behavior in humans, researchers can consider the rapist who has proven they use sex as an expression of aggression against, as well as a power over an individual. And this is the same for the rapist, who will display his erect penis to not only frighten but shock a woman, much like a squirrel monkey using a similar display to shock and frighten their opponent in the outside world. There are many different types of rape to be defined, which include acquaintance, which is date rape, marital rape, diminished capacity rape, statutory rape, age-related rape, incest, aggravated rape, and many other types of rape. For every 1,000 rapes in the United States, 995 perpetrators will go unpunished. Studies covering unreported sexual assault statistics show that the overwhelming majority of perpetrators will escape punishment of any kind. United States rape stats show that too many victims are afraid to follow through with the legalities of their claim, which leads to perpetrators escaping punishment of any form. There are many reasons individuals will not report the issue of sexual abuse, which is due to feeling that they have supportive enough people around them, which make the need for finding legal help not seem necessary, or others do not have any supportive people around them, and if they react negatively to the victim's statements, then the victim might think that others will also think they're lying based off of others' responses. Sexual abuse. So many individuals believe that something is not sexual abuse if the person is unable or unwilling to try and fight the perpetrator off. This is often what is used to prove that a victim is fabricating a claim, even if it is true. No matter how little an individual is able to scream, cry, or fight off their abuser, it is still always going to be considered sexual abuse. Even if the perpetrator is a partner, coercing a partner into sex is still considered rape, as well as having a partner participate only out of fear. When a victim is suffering from low self-esteem, that can contribute to them not reporting an attack. The victim may feel fearful that they're ruining their attacker's life because they're just a genuine, decent human being. Having low self-confidence and low self-worth can convince a victim that they were not actually raped, and nothing about that makes the situation okay. Not reporting the abuse also sends the abuser a message that what they did and or are still continuing to do is okay, but it will never be okay. In 2019, over 652,676 women were raped. This figure excludes non-rape sexual assaults but includes state statistics. If included, data from non-rape sexual assaults would take the figure closer to the 1 million mark. What's worse, it has been rising for the last decade at an annual rate of 2.9%, and this trend shows no sign of decreasing. Due to this trend, marital rape is guaranteed to stay on the rise. Marital or spousal rape is used to describe acts which are committed without the consent of the other partner or spouse. This is a rare and underreported rape for many reasons, which includes the fear of the reaction, the shame or stigmatization, or the loss the victim may wind up having to face with their family and their children. It's important to note, even in a relationship or marriage, consent is the key to prevent sexual assault or coercion. Sexual assault and sexual harassment are one of the most common situations women especially will have to face throughout their lifetimes. People need to be willing to speak up when put in these situations and understand that they are far from alone. Continuing motions related to things such as like Me Too, the Me Too Act and such to help people gain knowledge is a key component. People need to better understand how common this is and they have the support when it's needed, because many people do not feel supported and do not think that it's even worth reporting because there are so many failed accusations, and we need to better this system.